we're back clipping hay fields again. As you can tell, this field's basically like the other one. It's got a bunch of Johnson grass in it. There was certain parts of this field that we normally don't cut that I bush hogged and cleaned up. They had like little sapling trees poking up. I went ahead and went over them to clean them up for the landowners. Got another bush hogging project coming. This was actually, let's see, I did the following day after this, which was yesterday. It was raining, and I didn't get to film it because it was raining. It was going to be too aggravating. I actually clipped another hay field, and we're done with the hay fields. Now we've rented a new pasture, and I've got to go in and bush hog and clean it up. It's pretty growed up, and we're going to go around the fence and everything, and put cattle in it. Probably going to be moving some cows that's here at home mixed with some of these calves to that place, and moving the calves over there to eat the grass up that's there. And then we're probably going to be overseeding in the pastures that they're currently in, and then letting that come up, and then probably move them back in probably after, or transfer some of the calves into those pastures after, I'd say probably maybe first of the year, kind of in that area, to give it plenty of time to get growing, or maybe sooner depending on how fast it grows. Had a lot of questions wanting to know on Facebook and YouTube, wanting to know why are we bush hogging these instead of baling them? Because I said the other day we didn't need the hay, but I guess some people are wondering, why don't you just sell it then? And then you can make money. It's crazy to mow down profit. Well, I'll agree with you 100%. I've talked about this in the past before, that I'd rather bale it and sell it and make money off of it than just leave it sitting there even though I don't need it. The problem is there's no market for this stuff. And my storage is about completely full that I've got. Now, I've got some other options, but they're further away, and I really don't want to have to go down that road because it's going to eat up a lot of fuel trucking it there to store it in these areas at some of the farms that we've got leased in other places. So that's one reason why we're not baling anymore. But the biggest reason is the price. There just isn't a market right now to make any money on cow hay here where we're at. We've had so much rain this year. There's cow quality hay, I guess you could say, and a lot of mulch hay that's just, it's not that good for on the market right now, and there's just no price there. I mean, people are selling their hay, just trying to get rid of it because they don't need it, for less than they have in it, and there's just no point for me to do that. I've got what I need this year. We've done good on our hay totals and we've got plenty to carry us through. It just makes more sense just to clip them and clean them up, make them look better for the landowners and everything, and just go about it that way than going out there and baling it and losing money. From what I've called around and looked around at the prices on stuff, and we have, and looked into it about selling hay to other people, and there's a lot of people, quite frankly, giving hay away. I mean, literally giving it away. Just take it. They just want you to take it. There's so much right now, and that's kind of where we're at. I also wanted to talk a little bit today, about the hay baler situation. As of right now, the plan is that we're going to be going into next spring with a 360. Now, I know that's not, we wanted to have a brand new baler when we started, but I've got prices. The Massey and the Klaus are still in the running. They're both right there. It's just a matter of when. Don't really know yet when exactly it's going to happen, but the thing that's really holding us back right now is, on the Massey anyway, is the fact that We don't know if my tractor can handle it, the 5400, because the minimum PTO rating on that tractor, or on that baler, is, I think they said 100 horse. So obviously the 5400 is not that large. The thing with that is it's the ratings on that thing are off of, because it has the knife box in it. It takes a lot more horsepower to run knives in a baler. I would not use the knives, so that's one of the downsides right now, is they've just come out with this baler and they don't have any options yet for it. Maybe an option like without a knife box. So I wouldn't run it with the knives, but it would have them if we ever did get a larger tractor, which I hope to, and that is kind of a plan that I want to do eventually. Just not right now. I've talked about that before. The way the ag markets are right now, there's just no way. And we just bought the 47 and the coons, and it's just a lot. But like I said before, we wouldn't even be talking about buying a new baler if we just didn't absolutely need one. So it's I kind of like the fact that we're just going to go ahead and wait till next spring and then see how things shape up, because that'll give us time to get our fertilizer on and paid for, figure out what that's going to run, figure out what taxes are going to be like this year, figure out what all the expenses that we're going to be out for this upcoming hay season are going to look like, and then we'll have a lot better perspective on what our options are, or if worst case we just run the 360 throughout the entire year. But we are still planning on trying to do something. So I don't know exactly what's going to fall or happen, but right now the biggest thing is that we're waiting on is to try that baler on my tractor. Now, when I bought the Klaus 360, they said the same thing. I was told the same thing by several people. You can't pull that baler with that tractor, and look at it. I mean, you can see what it does. It was around the same requirements as what that baler's supposedly at with the knife box. So I don't know. We'll see. I want to run it on it, and we'll try. But we're going to see if we can't get us a demo next spring and see how it goes, and maybe decide on what we want to do from there out. If we want to just wait another year, or maybe go ahead and buy one, or maybe buy one midsummer. You never know. Now, I had a lot of people say, well, why don't you try this brand, or why don't you try that brand? I've had good luck with it. Well, I can go through each and every baler and tell you what I've seen I don't like, or maybe the price is more of what it is, or different things about it, and make a video that does that. But most of the time they don't do good. A lot of people just don't like, sometimes if they love their baler and you go out and say, well, I don't want it because of this, it makes people upset. It makes me upset when people talk about something I'm really passionate about. So I 100% relate with that. So that's not a video I really want to do, but I can do it, because I can break them down to the absolute detail of everything and the reasons why we're not going this direction or that direction. Now, that being said, I'm willing to try anything. I am very dealer loyal, so I'm kind of want to stick with Kane Equipment. They're my dealer. They're very good to me. They've been very good to this channel, allowing us to do demos even when we weren't that big, or still not that big, but I mean allowing us to do the demos, to show you guys, and working with us and everything. And I kind of would like to stick with him. And he's been very good about doing stuff like this, so you never know. I hadn't talked to him about none of it other than the Massey, but a lot of people's mentioned the coon. I've been around the coon. I've watched it bale a lot of times, but if Coon wants to send a baler over and us demo it and make videos of it, I mean, heck, I'll run it. I don't care. I'll try it out and give a review of what I think after running it for a while. I'd like to keep them for like a week or two anyway, so that way I can run them for at least a few days and kind of get my head wrapped around what each piece does and everything, and really go through a baler and then explain some of the things I like or dislike and then why. But I mean, you never know. If Coon wants me to do that, they know how to get a hold of me through Kane. They can email me at chbagwell6@gmail.com. I'll try anything. I've never turned a demo down, and I'm not afraid to run anything. Klaus 460. Still have never ran one of those. It's pretty similar to the 360, but still I've never pulled one. There's another one, maybe. Never know. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.